Like we shouldn't just say we want it and it's a wish. We should say, based on the work that I'm putting in on a day-to-day basis, I'm going to hit this mark. Financial success is challenging for people who look at the other people's definition. So financial success for me is making $250,000 a year and living a life where I can always come to my kids' sporting events or school events. I want to be able to take at least 2 trips a year. I want to be able to spoil my wife with whatever she wants. I want to be able to work out at least 5 days a week. I want to be able to donate to my community. I want to be able to continue to spread financial education. So that's what financial success means to me. To go a step further, financial success is really financial happiness. It's looking at your bank account and being happy. It's walking around your house and being happy. It's looking at your kids, looking at your health and being happy with the decisions that you've made and the decisions that you will make without feeling stressed. Nobody wants to feel stressed, even if you like or if you say you're okay with organized chaos. That's one thing, but I think if everybody had a choice, financial peace and just peace in general is what we're all after. So that does look different. And what we teach people is that you need to have a list of things that make you happy when it comes to your finance. So how much do you want to have as emergency savings? How much do you want to have in investments? When do you want to retire? Or are you even in an industry that you enjoy? Like, do you wake up every day feeling happy to get to work? Like me, I enjoy what I do, right? I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I love having conversations about money. I love teaching people about money. I love helping people write their own books and design websites. Like I do a lot, like I do everything for my business and I enjoy that process every single day.
Hmm.
So I'm happy. Now the money that I want to make isn't here yet, but I know I'm on track because of the seeds that I'm sowing.
Right.
Right. So that is the most important piece. So anybody listening and watching this, you have to have your own definition of what financial success is for you, which is what makes you happy. What's going to make you happy with your finances? The house, the cars, all of that is okay and that's important. But if you wake up and you feel stressed because you have to try to find money or like that's not financial success. And like you said earlier, there's people making 6 figures and still live paycheck to paycheck. So it's not the amount of money, it's about what you do with the money and how are you mindful of the lifestyle that you eventually want to get to.
I think that's great. And I have heard before somebody say that a good way is not just to kind of say an arbitrary thing of like, oh, I want to have $1 million, but visualize and actually put down a list, like you said, of those experiences that are important to you. Like I want to be able to travel a certain amount of time. Right. And then that gives you an opportunity to actually calculate what does that require, like, and then the
Mm-hmm.
money becomes a means to your goals as opposed to some sort of a destination. There was a quote I heard recently from Kevin O'Leary that I really loved. He was talking about financial freedom. And he said, like, financial freedom isn't about not working. It's not that you don't work because you could work and you love what you do, but it's waking up in the morning and knowing that you love your work, but you don't have to get up and go there. Like you
Absolutely.
have that choice. I thought that was really cool. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I've had the experience personally to work for in the corporate world for like a good solid 10 years, similar to yourself, and I've kind of led an entrepreneurial type of life for the past 5 years. So I've seen kind of the two sides of the spectrum. But I'm totally with you, man. I think we're all on the way there. I also feel the same way. I feel like the seeds that we're planting are going to be harvested a little down the line. So,
Right. You have to have delayed gratification, right? It's just like when you said with with fitness, when you work out today, if you trying to get abs,
yeah.
it's not going to show up today because you did 100 sit-ups. So it's the repetition, it's the routine, it's your eating. You have to mind what you eat. Like for the If you're watching, like I have there's food at home, right? So we even talk about, watch how you utilize eating out. Like, is eating out the exception or the rule? And if it's the rule, then you have to change that. I like to eat good too. However, I also know that if I want to continue to save at the rate that I'm saving and be able to, again, enjoy this financial peace, eating at home is my lifestyle, right? Working out is my lifestyle. Saving is my lifestyle. Making money is a lifestyle, and being an entrepreneur. So it's not this thing where it's like, all right, I'm going to do this for 4 months. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to stop. Or if I do achieve success, I can relax. Like, no, I make these things my habits and my routines. And that's what we have to do for our goals. You should be looking at your goals at least once a week. I know we say it up here and we say, oh, I want to be debt free, but you have to have that goal written down and be able to visualize it and say, okay, I said this. When do I expect? Like, we should have a spirit of expectation based on the seeds that we're sowing. Like, we shouldn't just say we want it and it's a wish. We should say, based on the work that I'm putting in on a day-to-day basis, I'm going to hit this mark. We want to work with 10 schools every single day. That's our goal. In order to do that, we have to talk to schools. We can't just think that the schools are going to come knocking on our doors.
They're not going to come to you.
I'm waiting on brochures right now. When they come in next week, I'm actually driving to 4 schools every day until we get the contract.
That's it.
Like, that's just what we have to do. And I think most people understand the work that they have to put in, but are they willing to put that work on the calendar as an important thing, right? It has to go from here to the calendar, from the calendar to actually doing it.